reporting to the cloud. All right, I guess I'm gonna start it off. All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome to BTF Sports, and we back with another podcast. Today we're gonna be getting into both NFL and NBA because it's a lot of hot stuff going on in both worlds of the NBA world and the NFL world. So yeah, let's get into it. First topic we gonna bring up is Matthew Stafford to the Los Angeles Rams, and they swapped. Let me see. I can't bring it up right now. Hold on. I believe it was 2 first-round picks. Jared Goff and
in the third round.
Third round pick to the Detroit Lions for just Matthew Stafford. Now we got to keep in mind that Stafford.
And the fourth.
Jared Goff has a 4-year, $109 million contract still left on his books. That's why they sent so many picks to him, man. I think I'll say the Lions won this trade, but the Rams team is built to where if they win the Super Bowl, they easily win the trade, because their team is built to win the Super Bowl. You got Stafford now, you got Cam Akers, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Andrew Whitworth say he's coming back. You had the number 1 defense in the NFL. That's a Super Bowl worthy team, man. No lie.
I didn't know that. I don't think Jared Goff works in Detroit because they have lack of weapons. Marvin Jones is gone, and Kenny Galladay is probably gone.
It's not going.
You don't think Jared Goff gonna work in Detroit?
They can't afford to not re-sign Kenny Galladay, even with all of the picks that they have. As you said, there's no other weapons. So, in my head, Kenny Galladay is either a franchise tag or a re-sign. You have picks now. Build the team. If the Rams don't go to the Super Bowl and don't win the Super Bowl, the Lions obviously won this trade. They really just finesse.
Okay. Yeah, Rams got fleeced, in my opinion.
And you got to think about it.
Right?
They still got a quarterback that is, 5-6 years younger than Matthew Stafford. I know you can't really compare him too much to Matthew Stafford because Matthew Stafford is one of the elite. But, Goff has been to a Super Bowl. Yeah, he's been injured recently.
Okay, but
I don't think this is horrible.
He was a product of Sean McVay's system. Let's not forget that.
Well, he definitely was. It definitely is a system that helped him.
Look what happened.
We can't get away from the fact that he did go to the Super Bowl, though. He definitely went there. He didn't play horribly that season. So,
Jared Goff is a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback. He's
like
decent.
He's from okay to good. He's not nowhere near elite, but he's okay. He can execute a scheme. That's how Sean McVay got him to the Super Bowl.
And to be honest, I don't think that contract is super horrible. I don't think it's super horrible. Didn't Deshaun just get 4 years, $160 million? Or 5 years, $160 million?
Oh, no, that shit's terrible.
Deshaun Watson,
first because of that contract, that shit's terrible, bro.
And I know that's Deshaun Watson. He is a different type of player, but that's still – I don't think that contract is that bad.
That contract
especially with the Lions' money.
It's a very bad contract because Jared Goff isn't playing to that much money. He's just not playing to that level. So
he's getting paid like a top
I think Detroit they have hope because they have the number 7 pick, so they can go get a weapon. It's a lot of stuff they can do with that pick. Actually, they just went corner last year, so hopefully their DBs are a little bit better. I hope Jeff Okudah progresses. But in Amani Oruwariye, he's pretty good. I like him.
Amani
Oruwariye is good.
He's gonna be pretty good. But if they draft Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith at number 7, that could be better than what people think right now. And the Rams, they lost their defensive coordinator, who in his 1 year with them, there was the number 1 defense. Again, that's with Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald. But you never know because the defensive coordinator could have just been great and worked with those 2 great players and made it work. But if their defensive coordinator this year does well, the Rams could win that trade. So I think it could go either way.
what the Lions should do with their 7th pick now that they just got I don't know, maybe Jared Goff could turn into a first quarterback if he play good, but I think if you want to have like Jared Goff in a situation where he can be successful, I think you have to go and draft Devontae Smith at 7 if they're still available. Like he's a Heisman receiver. You don't see a Heisman receiver too much. And not only that, you got Marvin Jones, who's hitting free agency. You got Kenny Golladay, who's potentially hitting free agency if they don't tag him. So I think you got to get Devontae Smith. You got DeAndre Swift already in the backfield. And did they get the Rams first round pick this year or one of them?
I think so, yeah. And next year.
Well, doesn't that mean you can still get Jamar? Even if Devontae is
Jamar
gone?
might not be. I don't think Jamar is going to be there. I think Jamar's either going to Miami or Cincinnati.
Cincinnati would be ideal.
But if he is there, that's the pick.
Yeah. I think the Lions.
Dang, that's crazy. I got a feeling that Devontae's going to be going first, like top 4 or 5. Literally.
I think he goes to the Eagles. I think that's the pick there.
Is he not supposed to go top 5?
Who, Devontae Smith?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. How could he drop down further than that?
It's a receiver, so you never know.
I mean, but there's a lot of teams that want quarterbacks. That's why.
Yeah, but it's only so many QBs. I think Trey Lance could go from 4, to be honest, to 10, 9.
10.
I think he'd go 4 to 15, honestly.
4 to 15 is possible.
No, I don't think it's no way he go to 15. Ain't no way Trey Lance dropping that.
It's possible.
I don't think so. Because he played good in his season. He just didn't play as much as the other QBs. Because you got to think all the other quarterbacks would be number 1 picks in other drafts. Zach Wilson would have been a number 1 pick last year, probably over Burrow. Justin Fields would have been a number 1 pick over how many QBs? Like Trey Lance, I think he probably would have been top 3 in any other draft.
I think he goes to San Fran. That's my opinion. I think Kyle Shanahan will love him over quarterback in this system.
So with that,
the San Fran have?
San Fran got 12, I believe. Yeah, they could trade.
They're in a position to move up.
That could be an option for him.
But I don't think Trey Lance passes Carolina.
You don't think so? What's Carolina, like 8?
8.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Panthers do want a quarterback.
Because if they get Trey Lance to sit behind Teddy B, that could be very good.
So out of this Rams and Lions trade, who do you think won the trade?
Detroit.
Probably Detroit. Just the picks are more are very valuable in my opinion.
I'd say the Rams.
The only way that they do not lose, that the Lions did not lose this trade would be if the Rams went to the Super Bowl and won this Super Bowl.
I mean, even if that, it was just
that's the only way they won.
Let's just be a win-win trade.
Because what's his name? Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback. Like he's only 30.
He is a good quarterback.
For a QB, that's not bad. Like it could be way worse. He has some years left, and he's been playing at a high level for how long? Like I don't think Matthew Stafford is gonna regress like that.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not saying regression. I'm just talking about the volume of picks, and they only gave them a 4th rounder in Matthew. They got Jared Goff 2 firsts and then 2 thirds.
I think Matthew Stafford straight up.
That's just one
if your
third.
roster is done, then picks don't really matter.
That's pretty. I thought that was pretty good trade. That's kind of really a steal.
They haven't had a 1st-round pick since they drafted Goff.
You see how they built that roster? Come on, bro.
To be honest, if the Rams can get a Super Bowl out of Matthew Stafford, I wouldn't say they won the trade. Well, yeah, actually, I would say they won the trade, but I don't think
they'd be a loser in the trade. Actually,
I think if they don't win anything, the Lions definitely won that trade because think about all the picks they have now. They feel the need at QB. Obviously, Matthew Stafford didn't want to play QB for the Lions, and then you add on more picks to build your squad. You see what I'm saying? And the Lions have a lot of needs to fill. Like, I know they need linebacker. I know they need D-line, safety.
O-line.
Safety needs to be addressed. O-line. The Lions have
receiver.
A lot. Exactly, receiver. But I see them taking a receiver in the top 10.
Now, what'll be funny? Now, Jamar Chase does seem like a pretty good. I would like Jamar Chase on Lions. Now, what would be funny is if the Lions mess around and go to the playoffs, bro. That'll be funny. I think that would definitely have won that trade then.
I doubt it.
I doubt it as well because it's Detroit. But hey, it's a new world we live in. Playoff Detroit.
The play for Detroit, if there's no Devontae Smith or Chase at 7, I think they get Micah. That would be the play.
Micah Parsons. Oh, that would be a great pick.
That'd be a good pick.
I'm liking how it sounds, man. I like that.
The Lions hired Anthony Lynn, the Chargers' former head coach, as their offensive coordinator. And you know they got Dan Campbell as their head coach, the dude who went viral for his press conference, all that energy. So that's a pretty good thing. I think they got a good DC too.
I think we may be seeing the end of the trash Detroit era for real. I think they trying to make some moves this time in this era.
It's definitely gonna take a couple of years for the Lions. I think I'll give them 2 years max.
Now, if they surprise me next year, I'm gonna be very impressed, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if they end up with a top 3 pick next year.
Top 3?
Yeah.
They'll have to be really bad. That means they might have to. No, well,
you tripping?
Yeah, they could be possible.
I don't know about top 3.
Top 3, they will have to really suck.
They got a Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator, Don Capers.
They got a tank, bro.
Yeah, they would have to tank. I don't think that the Lions right now aren't a top 3 team even next season. So I would think there will be some significant tanking going on to get in top 3.
Right.
Because they should at least win like 5 or 6 games next year, at least with this roster. They should.
I mean, to y'all, who y'all think will get a top 3 pick? I mean, all I can think about is really Detroit.
Like Detroit. I can think about the New England Patriots are going to be trash for a little bit longer. The Bengals are still going to be garbage until Joe Burrow gets fully healthy.
No, you tripping.
Will be the start of the season.
Nah, Burrow.
And after Tom Brady retires, I don't know what the Bucs are going to do.
Brady's staying a year though.
Yeah, he's staying a year.
With
and still their roster is great.
Their roster is great, but you need a QB.
There's no way to predict who's going to be the top 3 picks next year. Because who would have thought Miami, technically Houston, the Texans,
Texans will be trash.
Yeah, Houston might get number 1 pick, especially if they lose Deshaun.
That's probably
actually they might. I think they will get number 1.
That might not even be right.
They might go 1-15.
Yeah, the Texans probably have that shit.
Yeah, that's a terrible situation.
Yeah. Especially with the AFC South is getting a lot better too. So that's not a good.
They're gonna have Trevor Lawrence next year. Let's see.
The AFC South getting better.
The AFC South is getting better. The Titans have been getting better. The Jaguars
How did the Titans get better? They lost their offensive coordinator who made Derrick Henry. And,
I'm talking about in terms of players.
Who did they get?
It's who they have.
They didn't get better though.
They didn't get better.
The division is getting.
Did they not get to the playoffs 2 straight years?
The Titans are a good team.
But they didn't get better. They went to the same spot and lost. They didn't get better. I mean,
the Titans should be the
favorite. But we're not talking about just the Titans, bro. That whole division used to be like not matter other than the Colts, bro. So like I'm saying, like everybody in that division is good now except for the Titans. I mean the Texans.
Well, Jaguars.
The Jaguars are probably going to be on the move, though, bro. In my opinion,
they're gonna win probably like 5-6 games, 7 games. Maybe.
They're definitely on the rise to being a good team, bro. No, whoever on the rise to being a good team. But let's move on to the next topic that we got about the NFL or whatever. So next topic, the Eagles QB situation with Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts backing them up. The Eagles are keeping Carson Wentz because, Colts offensive coordinator Nick Sirianni, who is now the head coach of the Eagles, said he's trying to keep Wentz, and they're going to work some stuff around Wentz and see what go on with that. And as y'all know, what's his name? Frank Reich signed or picked up Sirianni, and he's from the Eagles. Frank Reich worked with Wentz on the Eagles. So maybe Sirianni sees something in Wentz. Maybe you see that old MVP caliber Wentz.
One thing about Sirianni, bro, why aren't Eagles fans giving him a chance? Like, I see a lot of Eagles fans like just giving up on him already.
Because they're Philadelphians.
This is what they did. They did this to Doug Peterson too, and he won him a Super Bowl like 2 years after. So it's like, what's up with Eagles fans? First of all, second of all,
I don't think Eagles fans have ever been appreciative, bro. All they want is chips, or they don't care about nothing else.
Bro, you didn't see Philly the year they won their ring? Oh my!
They were crazy.
They're crazy, but you heard them. Them niggas did not care for that nigga at all.
At all.
When they first got him.
At all.
I mean,
yeah, they didn't even get a ring with their starting QB. So I wouldn't have been that happy either. But
a lot of Eagles fans were saying keep Nick Foles, bro. A lot of them.
I can't blame them either because, bro, Carson was getting hurt every year.
Yeah.
But honestly,
I don't think Carson has played a full 16-game season yet. Has he, except his rookie year?
I think his rookie year he did play a full season. No, his rookie year was 2016?
17. No, it's 16.
16, right. Because his second year they went to the Super Bowl, but he didn't play. So I think he did play the whole rookie season of the 2016 season, yeah.
And then they paid him early and overpaid him.
But
Jalen Hurts can win the job.
Not week one. I think they rolled with Carson Wentz week one because they brought in Nick for a reason.
Yeah, they brought in Nick to start. Carson. That's the number one goal this offseason.
Throughout the season, though, Nick, what's his name? Jalen Hurts could come in, though, for sure. He might become the starter.
The Eagles are going to have to lose a lot of players, though. Their cap situation is terrible.
Who, the Eagles cap situation?
Yeah. And then all their good players are old.
They just may come to the realization of that, like, mid-season, like, dang, our cap was like this. Then we got this young quarterback, Jalen Hurts, obviously talented. Nobody is telling me different that Jalen Hurts is not talented, bro. But I see them starting out with Wentz. And Wentz, I know he's been, like, real, cooperative with the Eagles and all that type of stuff, like, with being a backup. But to be honest, I think Wentz, he'll still, like, coach up Hurts on whatever he knows. But by the end of the season, I think we're going to be seeing Hurts as starting quarterback of the Eagles. No matter
if we do see Wentz as the starting quarterback by the end of this upcoming season,
they'll have a top 5
I think that they would have completely wasted Jalen Hurts. Because what's the point? Carson Wentz has not been playing to the level since like 2017, and I understand the injuries, but I watched bro last season, bro, over the regular season, and he was so garbage. He was so bad before Jalen Hurts came in, bro.
You got to think Jalen Hurts was good, not great. He's proven that he can be great.
Yeah,
I think he's a starting quarterback
halfway through. So I don't know. He didn't get horrible. I didn't agree with him getting benched either. I didn't agree with that.
No, that was definitely the wrong decision. He lost the team over there and his job. So that was definitely the wrong decision at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you got to think on top of that, they didn't have no receiver. They had Travis Fulgham as a number one receiver.
He was going stupid for a minute, too.
He was going stupid.
Like 4 consecutive weeks. But then after that, bro, he started, falling off his game a little bit. He lost his hot hand. And then that's when actually, I don't know why the Eagles drafted Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson, but
oh yeah, that was a
terrible pick,
bro.
Blew that pick. Sorry,
the Eagles did Wentz a disservice
before, man.
Jalen Reagor has potential though.
Yeah, he does.
Blew the pick. They picked the worst player at the position. So
he's not the worst player. He's definitely not the worst player. I mean,
in comparison to Justin Jefferson.
No, they definitely missed. They missed Justin Jefferson. He's obviously better than Jalen Reagor, but Jalen Reagor ain't. He fired me. He's fine. He just young. He was a rookie.
I mean,
he don't really have no veterans to help him out neither. So
Justin Jefferson a rookie, bro. So you can't say that. But
I mean, but he's a rookie that went to Minnesota. This dude is a rookie that went to a failed state of freaking Philadelphia. So it's not the best it wasn't the best opportunity for him. Or it at least wasn't as good as an opportunity as Justin Jefferson where you're playing around Adam Thielen's a great receiver. I would much rather get trained or get a vet, giving me pointers from Adam Thielen other than Travis Fulgham. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I don't think Jalen Reagor is horrible. I think they just need the Eagles just need more. They just need to do better.
And not only too, they basically got hurt halfway through the season. Like you got all pro O linemen, your whole right side is hurt, and then I know Jason Kelce got hurt somewhere in between there and all that type of stuff.
Just a big blow.
I just think they did Wentz a disservice with benching him because he really didn't have much to work with at all except like Miles Sanders, Dallas Goedert, and Zach Ertz. And Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert was hurt as well through the season.
You gotta go one way or the other, though. I feel like you can't keep because if you don't bench Wentz, then you just wasting Jalen Hurts while this nigga Wentz is just throwing picks. Like he was throwing a lot of picks, so I feel like they probably did it at the best possible time. Like they was like, all right, we're gonna give him another week. 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 All right, we gotta bring
16 weeks been passed, and y'all like, oh yeah, he is ass.
Hey, no cat though. If you have two quarterbacks, bro, in my opinion, you have no quarterback.
I think the Saints can make it work. I don't think the Eagles can make it work though.
Yeah, the Saints have a lot more weapons than the Eagles.
Exactly.
So even if you take out Breeze, even if you take out Hill throwing Winston, or take out Winston throwing Taysom Hill, they're still going to have a pretty good amount of people to throw it to at least, or you can just hand it off to Kamara.
But the thing about Jalen Hurts is they can do the read option. They can win. They can win the game other than throwing the ball deep like how they were doing with Wentz. You know what I'm saying? So he's more versatile. So I feel like they can cook up the playbook more to where it doesn't look as bad as it will on him than it did on Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Like they can kind of like
and that's
cover it up.
With Oklahoma, I think Jalen Hurts had like 20 carries at one point, and he was like power running the ball. Like he was taking hits, and he had like 100-something rushing yards and like well over 250 passing yards. Jalen Hurts he's definitely a versatile quarterback who can make I think he can make any scheme work as long as there's some type of read option or RPO type stuff in the scheme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, any good offensive coordinator or whoever is doing the plays, they'll build the scheme around him what he does best. So I think Jalen Hurts is going to work out wherever he is, if it's in Philly or whatever happens,
I guess I just didn't understand the Jalen Hurts draft pick. The only reason I don't understand it is because if you're going to draft him, I'm getting Wentz up out of here as soon as possible. Like that's the only thing. Like I don't think Jalen Hurts is this dude where he got to be our backup plan, or he got to, I'm gonna have Carson Wentz throw 30 picks half the season and then throw in Hurts. I see him as a starting quarterback for the Eagles.
But the year before,
I think that Wentz's time is really up, bro. Especially with the production we saw when Hurts came in.
But you gotta think about it though. The year before this year, Carson won the division. He carried that team. They had no weapons.
What was their record though?
Squad.
What was their record? Because they do play in the freaking NFC East.
Yeah, but they still won the division.
What was their record really?
97.
Yeah, their record was not. Wentz was carrying that whole squad. Like you go back and look at what was it, 2019 season to 2020 season. Wentz was carrying that whole thing. It showed that he was carrying the whole squad.
And I think they would have beat the Seahawks had he not gotten hurt by Jadeveon Clowney.
David Clowney on me. Yeah, got a freaking concussion because he hit that.
That was 2018.
That defense was okay, pretty. That was
2018,
pretty solid. 2019.
That was 2019. They made it. They made the playoffs 3 years in a row.
You talking about when they went to the what's it called?
When they played the Seahawks in the wild card round. No, that's the year they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's 2017. 2016, 2017.
But I always say I think Wentz is a good quarterback. It's just he needs weapons, and he has no.
Before this year, Carson was a top 8 quarterback to me. Like now he's broken.
Really?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That is interesting.
But
I don't know. Maybe I just gotta go watch more film Maybe I just gotta go watch his film over all of his career.
You gotta go. Caliber season when they went to the Super Bowl, and then you gotta watch 2019, 2020 season because he was really going crazy. Like towards the end, let me say that when he was starting to get comfortable with the stuff that he had, he just like, all right, I got to do something.
He's making some crazy plays.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back and watch that. Maybe I'm throwing too much shade towards Carson.
All right.
He's capable. A throw while falling on his knees.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like a 20-yard throw while falling on his knees. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I just don't know if he's capable of that anymore. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't shown flashes of that.
Why not?
He ain't showed flashes of it. That'll just be me assuming. I feel like he ain't showed me nothing this past season that says he got it still.
What I'll say, I'm gonna at least give him the benefit of the doubt, and I won't count him out just yet. Let's see what he do. Because he's probably gonna be starting. So let's see what he do. Let's see.
I'm the Eagles. I'm going Jalen.
Don't care about him too, but it's
plenty of people that will trade you a first for Carson Wentz, so I go get the first.
I don't think so.
You can trade Carson to New England. You can trade him to really anywhere that needs a QB.
I think Carson is another Jared Goff situation where, it's just
possibly, but I don't know. Jared Goff, I'm taking Goff over Carson.
Hell,
that's crazy. But a healthy Goff, I'm taking Goff over Carson. No cap.
Carson, bro.
No cap.
I'm low key.
Carson did a lot more with a lot less, bro.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with having Carson Wentz as my quarterback and being able to make a play than Jared Goff. Jared Goff can't get out of a situation and make a play like Carson Wentz if it really came down to it. Carson, I'm taking Carson over Goff if we're gonna say that.
Nah, I got it. I'm taking Goff, bro. No cap.
All right,
definitely. That's a tough one.
It's a tough one, but I think Goff would be better.
It depends on the system, I guess.
Well, I might not be able to say that because he's in Detroit now, so I might not be able to say that. Because Goff, I don't know, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp.
In that system, I'm probably taking Goff.
Pieces.
But if we put Goff in the situation that boy Carson Wentz was in with the Eagles when he was going crazy, I don't think Goff messed with him.
Hold on, but Goff was looking real different 2017, 2018.
Different.
He was looking super
it was a good scheme, I feel like.
Great scheme.
Great scheme, man. He
got an arm. That was really what it was.
Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods.
Had a lot of weapons.
He has some receivers. No cap. He has some receivers.
Todd Gurley in his prime. And he had a great defense, too.
Yeah, let's not forget they was slick and carried by Todd, bro.
Yeah,
offense, bro.
That was a great team. It was a great team. It's still a great team.
Up until playoffs came and all that arthritis stuff, start becoming a factor in their success.
I believe Todd Gurley's healthy for the Super Bowl they'd win.
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah, because they dropped more than 3 points.
I'm talking about when they played.
Yeah, with Todd Gurley, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they would have been. They would have definitely won a Super Bowl.
All right, but into the next topic. This Ronnie Stanley, I keep saying Ronnie Stanley. This Orlando situation, wanting to get paid as a left tackle, and Ronnie Stanley is already the blindside blocker for Lamar Jackson. So, what do the Ravens do in this situation? Do they convince Orlando Brown to go back to right tackle because they already got Ronnie Stanley? Do they re-sign him and move? I don't know, but to be honest, I think you got to trade him at this point and get what you can get for him if you want to be a left tackle.
As a Ravens fan, I'm gonna say this: I think we should let him play next year, tag him next year, then trade him, because we have no replacement right now, no options for replacement, and we can't just go into next year with no right guard, no right tackle, no center. Can't do that. Lamar would get hurt. Like, seriously. You see what happened last year? So I think the best option is to hold on for him for now, tag him next year, then trade him. You can't pay the guy because then you lose Mark Andrews and some more players. So
no,
that's
if I'm paying Orlando for sure.
I'm paying
He's
Orlando.
Too valuable.
I'm paying Orlando.
He's too valuable.
I'm paying him.
Other players
linemen are good, really, really good linemen are not. They're not a dime a dozen, to be honest. It's kind of you kind of stumble up on them like sometimes. Like you can't just draft one every year, sign one every year.
You got to think about
the Ravens, I'm signing Orlando.
Ronnie Stanley makes around $22-23 million a year. You're gonna pay that to Orlando Brown, who isn't nearly as good as Ronnie, but he's a good tackle. Don't get me wrong, but he isn't like first team All Pro like Ronnie Stanley.
Let me say this: I've seen what happens to a franchise quarterback when you don't have a good O-line. I've seen what happens.
But then you got to pay Lamar and Mark Andrews.
I'm paying Lamar and Mark.
Then the Ravens going to be stuck in cap hell. Look what happened to the Saints.
How much faith do y'all have in Lamar?
That's
probably a lot of faith in Lamar.
Y'all have to. It's looking like that's what y'all just going to end up being in. Every team end up just being in it, bro. I guess that y'all got two. If y'all want to go to the Super Bowl, y'all going to pay everybody y'all can.
On me,
in my opinion.
And we pay Orlando Brown, we can't go get a number one receiver.
Don't go get a number one receiver.
Like,
get a number two.
That's not y'all scheme. You don't really. If anything, I'm scouting the best blocking receivers they got, bro. I'm looking at all of them because
Lamar's
I got
not
my franchise tackles. I got my franchise O lineman on the line. Got my franchise QB. I got a weapon in Hollywood. I got what's the name? Y'all tight end Mark Andrews. Like,
that's it. Hollywood is inconsistent. He's not a number one receiver.
But he's just gonna get.
He's a great number two though.
He's gonna get better, bro.
If you put Hollywood in the right situations, he's gonna make plays, bro. Put him in the right situations.
Miles Boykin should be running. Willie Snead is gone. Who else? We got Devin Duvernay.
He can leave.
Y'all can find some receivers.
Play Devin Duvernay.
Exactly. What? Like, y'all
I don't know why we don't play him.
For real, man.
I don't know.
Play Devin Duvernay. You got
I'm
your
not gonna lie, man.
Pay the tackle.
The Ravens ain't looking super bad. Y'all really do not have the. Y'all don't even have close to the worst position in the NFL right now. I think that last season, a lot of stuff came down to play calling. People were injured last season for the Ravens. That was a problem. I think y'all defense. I like y'all defense. I really like it. Offense, y'all really do just need another receiver. He don't have to be a number one. He don't. Y'all can draft a lineman or draft a receiver. Either one. Y'all have a first round pick, right?
Yeah, but what I think we should do is sign Alex Mack because, bro, centers are biggest need right now. Like, did you see what happened in the playoffs?
How old is Alex Mack?
They're not gonna have no bread for that.
Yeah, Alex Mack.
Y'all not gonna be
like 33 or something.
Anything.
We have $25 million in cap space.
If y'all do it right, y'all not gonna be able to sign anything because that means y'all paid Orlando
But Orlando's cap hit wouldn't be right now. It'd be until after next year. Yeah.
Okay, y'all losing Mark, right? Y'all losing Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram got cut.
I mean, you got J.K. Dobbins now, so Mark Ingram's
he's going to be great.
Yeah, we got J.K. Gus. Okay.
The best bet for the Ravens in my eyes is re-sign everybody on that team that you can. I don't know if I think y'all should probably tag and trade Judon. I think you re-sign.
Yeah, I think we let go of Judon.
Re-sign
honestly.
or just let him go. I mean, not Mark Andrews. You let go Judon, re-sign Mark Andrews and not Ronnie Stanley, Orlando Brown. And I say you just go to the draft for a receiver, bro. Y'all,
and a lineman.
Y'all wide receiver coach is now the Texans head coach. So now if y'all get a good wide receiver coach who can develop receivers, taking a receiver in the first round and maybe an O lineman in the second or O lineman in the first and receiver in the second, that could be better for y'all to keep y'all best players on the squad, to be honest.
Who is y'all number 2 tight end as well?
Nick Boyle.
And
Not
he just
bad.
signed to a 2-year, $13 million extension. Nick Boyle did. And he's a good blocking tight end.
He's a good blocking tight end. And what's the rest of y'all pick? Because to be honest, I think in this draft, you still going to be able to find a receiver in the third or
we get
round.
2/3 since the Texans hired our coach. He's a minority.
I was get Lamar, not weapons, because it's going to be hard to find a real weapon outside of the first and second round, but get some dudes that's going to be able to at least catch the ball for Lamar. Just get some dudes. They don't have to be the top guys. You don't have to spend. I mean, you don't really have to get the best players with Lamar. You got Lamar Jackson. If the nigga ain't open, or excuse me, if the dude ain't open, Lamar gonna take off with that guy. No matter what. So get him somebody who's at least fast and who can at least catch the football, no matter if it's wide open in open space or if it's gonna be if it's a dangerous throw. Get somebody who can catch. So there's gonna be somebody in the second and third round who can got some sticky fingers, bro. That's all they need.
Is Lamar gonna make that throw?
If he's open, yeah.
Good. They need a QB coach. That's what they need. They need a QB coach.
I feel like that boy, they can, bro. Lamar, every season he just gonna get better, bro. Once he can learn how to read what a defense is giving him, I feel like he will start to make those throws, bro. I feel like when he be getting blitzed sometimes, he just be getting like he feel like he don't know if he can get the throw off.
That's coaching though. That's coaching though too.
That is true.
And I'm not gonna care. I've seen Lamar throw a maximum of 20 passes and complete 15 of them. 16 of them. And these ain't like petty 5-yard.
What about that Browns game? He wasn't
These
going
are dots sometimes.
That Browns game, he wasn't going stupid.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but there could have been more production. You know, that's all I'm saying. There can be a lot more production. I just think that coaching is just not there in play calling.
And through that dot.
Yeah, like that, bro. I don't know. I feel like Lamar is a dog, bro. Like
he's a dog.
We give him too much. Like I feel like his team just needs to be prepared. I feel like next season they probably gonna go all the way, bro. They gonna probably play the Chiefs in the motherfucking the AFC Championship, bro.
Now that'll be a game, bro.
The main thing I'm worried about for the Ravens offense is that, bro, basically, can they scheme work in the playoffs? Because it hasn't at all.
Look at Greg Roman. Greg Roman is not a creative offensive coordinator. I would say that.
That's what I'm seeing. Like what I'm looking at, I'm seeing Lamar in situations to where his reads is gone. His reads are taken away, and he ends up throwing a pick because he's not patient enough. He's still young too, so I guess he's not patient enough. He's not reading. He's not going through his progressions for real.
So in the pick six, you know what play we ran? We ran 4 verticals. It looks like. Like you don't do that in the red zone.
Yeah, what's up?
Especially on the 9-yard line.
Y'all coaching.
Man, if I'm in the red zone, I'm about to read option with Lamar. No cap.
Is not putting our receivers in the position to be open, and it's not putting Lamar in the position to be successful with receivers not getting open. Like,
what's up with Willie Snead? Do they use
he was
him?
great, but honestly, he was probably our second best receiver, but he left. We're not gonna pay him.
I wouldn't pay Willie Snead either, but I would go into free agency. You ain't got to get the top freaking 5 dudes in free agency or top 3. Look for dudes that's in the top 10. Maybe go for the 9th dude in the top 10. You know, just get somebody decent enough that won't be like Miles Boykin running around, not catching nothing, not getting open, literally just running around. So that's all I'm saying. They don't have to be 5. Just get somebody, bro.
All right, but so now that whole Ravens talk about Orlando Brown is over. So let's get into we're gonna make a whole big switch to the NBA. And first, I think we got to talk about this first because he been getting dead. I'm looking at his stats, and he been getting dead dirty by his team the past I don't know how many games. We got Bradley Beal, bro. Bradley Beal over. Hold up.
Free Bradley Beal, man.
Let me just save this man. Save Bradley Beal, bro.
Let me just been dropping the past however many games. In the whole January 1st, he dropped 31. The 3rd, 27. The 6th, he dropped 60. The 8th, he dropped 41. On the 11th, he dropped 34. On the 24th, he dropped 31. On the 26th, he dropped 33. On the 27th, he dropped 47. And January 29th, he dropped 26. But their record is what, like 3-12, 3-13 or something like that?
Bruh. What happened to his co-star? Like 400 or 500 points in 1 month.
What happened to his co-star? What happened to Westbrook? Westbrook just let Rondo get him booted out the game, bro. What's going on?
What has Westbrook been doing? Has he been?
Russell has been. He does what Russell Westbrook does. I mean, but that doesn't.
You can tell he's frustrated.
Russell can have a 20-point triple-double, and that boy Bradley Beal can have 30, 6, 4, and 3 steals, and they will still lose by 20. Like, it don't really matter. It don't
matter.
Wizards are the Texans gone too.
What's his name? Thomas Bryant too. He's injured. I think he had like a torn ACL or something.
Ew, bro. That's not much for you.
Yeah, I don't even.
Brian ain't gonna do nothing for you.
I mean, it's better than not having nobody.
Bro, the
don't have nobody
Wizards are poverty, to be honest.
Like, it's the Wizards, bro. It's the Wizards.
They gotta dump Bradley Beal, bro. I'm sorry. They gotta get him out of here. Get some value out.
But where do the Wizards go from there? Bradley Beal.
They gotta get Bradley Beal out of there respectfully, though.
I'm the Wizards. I'm getting rid of Bradley Beal because I don't really have a choice, bro. He deserves better, but I'm not gonna keep doing him like this. We tried. I'm building around Rui Hachimura and Denny Avdia. I'm just gonna have to do what I do. Go to free agency. Washington could bring some free agents in. I think they have potential in the future if they get rid of Bradley Beal, but it's just not gonna work with Bradley right now.
They are poverty.
So
the definition.
It's traded. Where are some spots that y'all can see Bradley Beal landing in?
Phoenix.
Why?
Phoenix?
That would be cool.
But what would they run?
It would be CP3, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. No, I don't want to see that.
I don't really want to see Bradley. I don't want to see Devin Booker at small forward.
Let's see.
To be honest, I think you go and trade Bradley Beal to the Lakers and get Kuzma up out of there and some other people up out of there because honestly, Kuzma has not been performing like who everybody thought he was gonna be after that trade. Because the season before, Brandon Ingram and Lonzo got traded to the Pelicans, Kuzma was looking like he was gonna be the dude going stupid for LeBron, spot up wing player, but he not consistent.
But why would the Wizards want?
What about Philly?
Roy,
Zach LaVine.
What about Philly for Ben Simmons in a package? Bradley Beal and Joel Embiid. That would be crazy.
Yeah,
I would
do that.
Westbrook.
I like
But then I couldn't.
How would that tie in with Westbrook and
Roy? I feel like if I'm going future, I'm getting people that Roy.
I think they get rid of Westbrook too. Get rid of Westbrook. If you get rid of Bradley, you got to get rid of Westbrook.
I mean, they just got Westbrook in.
It don't matter.
I'll probably keep Westbrook for a season.
Out of there too.
Get Westbrook and Roy some shooters. Get some shooters, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Go get. I mean, he's not a shooter, but get Ben.
I'll
Simmons.
probably send them to
Zach, bro.
I'll send them to the Heat for some people or something.
Now imagine this: Ben Simmons at point guard / power forward, Denny Avdia at the 2, and then Rui Hachimura at 3, or Rui at 2, Denny at 3.
Rui, that's not horrible. That's actually okay.
I think Rui could play that, bro.
The 2?
I think he could play 2 through 4. To be honest, because Rui's good.
A big shooting guard. I don't know how I feel about him at the 2. He is a point forward, but I don't know about the 2.
We'll see. I could see Bradley Beal in Boston. That'd be cool.
I'll send him to Boston, probably.
I don't know. Ben Simmons, I don't know, man. I just don't know about Ben Simmons, bro.
I'm not picking Ben. If I'm
anybody
in the league, really I am not picking Ben Simmons up for real, bro.
I'm not. Bro,
unless you were like
shooting still, bro.
Like I don't. Unless you like, I can't even think of somebody who could need him right now, bro.
Nobody needs him.
The Timberwolves, maybe.
And
the
Wizards is okay. The Wizards and the Timberwolves, okay, but
I don't even want him if I'm the Wizards because you got Roy. He is
exactly
the same thing basically, but can shoot.
I don't know. It's just Ben Simmons. He don't have it seems like he don't really have a place, bro. Like maybe the Knicks. I don't know. Like I really don't know about Ben Simmons. He just like I don't want nobody who's that big, that movable. Like he's really agile. Like all of this junk, but he won't pull up. Like he won't pull up and shoot for some reason. Whoever he goes to, they need to force him to shoot.
He don't need to shoot. But because he can average 22 doing what he does, bro. I swear he can.
Give him a shot. How much is he adding now?
You said what?
Give him a shot. How much is he averaging now?
He get a shot. He could probably average 20, 25, 26. But when you don't need to shoot and you can average 22 without shooting, and you can have 10 assists and 10 rebounds, you supposed to be doing that. I don't care, bro. Giannis can do it, bro. And Giannis, he shoot, but like he could go a game without shooting and have 36 still.
Giannis just way more dominant in the paint.
Yeah, he is. But Ben Simmons can like I don't know what it is. Like he can average. He didn't have games where he had like 36, 12, and 8 without shooting a 3 before.
But last year, I know what the problem is. The literal problem with Ben Simmons is that he doesn't shoot enough. That's his problem. If Ben Simmons threw up 5 field goal shots past 10 feet a game, he will be immensely better, and pretty much way more teams will want to pick him up.
He's not confident, bro. He's not going to shoot. Bro, he's not confident.
Or like I said, bro, he doesn't.
Could be coaching still.
The way his game is, bro, he doesn't need to do that, bro. I promise you, he doesn't need to,
but that's what he has to do if he wants to take that next step, if he want to get to that next level. You gotta add your shot, bro.
He averaged more points his rookie year, bro.
Ben Simmons needs straight shooters around him with another facilitator who can come off the bench and fill in for him passing to just straight 3 players. And his is on 10. Like Ben Simmons' defense is on 10, but he gonna need a team of sharpshooters around him for him to be like a cornerstone for a team. But As of now,
it's about Bradley Beal anyway, bro. Who cares?
Yeah, on
No,
me.
Yeah. I had one more spot where I can see Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, the best spot I can see him at is New Orleans.
For Lonzo? And like a first?
You know, couple pieces. I don't know what else they'll give him. But if Bradley Beal end up in New Orleans and playing with Zion, Brandon, and Jackson Hayes, I think
give me JJ and Lonzo for Bradley Beal. I'll take that.
What?
I feel like picks and hella picks.
Yeah, like give me a bunch of picks. Yeah, give me like two.
Added on.
I'm gonna need like 2 first, JJ Redick and Lonzo, and I'll trade Bradley to the Pelicans.
Yeah, because we can all tell Bradley is trying to get up out of there, bro. Like it should be no reason every game he ended like this. Like what?
That boy, he frustrated every game.
Can you blame him, bro? He going through it.
No, I don't
What's the next topic though?
Next topic, talking about Eastern and Western Conference standings. So, number one for the Sixers are number one in the East. So for me, picking up Doc Rivers, that was too great because now you really running the offense through Joel Embiid, who is having an MVP season. He's definitely up there like top 3 for MVP because you got them number 1 seed. He's averaging around like almost 28 points per game and like 12 boards per game. Yeah, this is the Embiid everybody been looking for or waiting.
He's having a nice season. Nice season so far.
And then
I hope he stays healthy as well. I've been seeing he's been taking a couple of hits. I just really hope he stays healthy this year.
And then you got the Brooklyn Nets at 2. We already know. We already know what they finna be on. They just straight ISO ball, get buckets, all of that. You got the Bucks sitting at 3, the Pacers sitting at 4, the 5 Celtics, 6 Hawks, 7 the Cavaliers. Me and Sam been talking about the Cavs. They sneak. Then you got the Hornets 8. And the Knicks right outside the Hornets at 9.
Hey man, to be honest, the Knicks, Hornets, Hawks, and the Cavaliers, when they really get to playing late season, those are gonna be some good games, man. I'm gonna really like to see who's getting that 5th, 6th, and 7th seed. I'm a really enjoy.
I don't think the Hawks are gonna be in that bottom tier worried about the seed. Like completely unbiased, I don't think they're gonna be worried about making the playoffs. I think the Knicks, the Hornets,
5 and 6.
The Magic, Pacers maybe. I don't know how long the Pacers gonna stay there, Brad. I'm sorry. I know y'all Pacers fans, but I don't know how long the Pacers gonna be.
Brogdon 40-90 playing like an all-star.
He's playing elite right now.
Oh yeah, Malcolm Brogdon
with like 8 assists per game and 50-40-90, Brad. Like he's going crazy, and then you got Miles Turner protecting the paint. He be getting at least like 4 blocks a game.
Yeah.
Bonus triple-double dog, double-double dog. And he basically just like another Jokic just in the East, to be honest. Like, we wanted to really talk about it.
We're not going to go that far. But
we can't, and let's not even talk about the players we got out, bro. If we had our players healthy right now, there would be no question the Pacers will be ending in like 4th, 5th seed, bro.
So y'all think the Pacers are going to be 4th seed over the Celtics?
No. Probably not, but losing Marcus Smart for these next little length of games is going to be vital to them.
It was just a spring.
It's just a spring, so he won't. Oh, okay. I thought he may have been.
He'll be out probably like 3-4 games.
End up is 5.
I would say about 5. I don't see us getting 6 or 7. That's just kind of
because we tied record at 11-8.
Okay. I don't know, man. Like the Knicks in Charlotte really gonna try to make a run this time, bro. I think they really gonna try to push for that playoff spot, bro.
Charlotte might mess around and get that 8 seed, bro. But what's up with the Heat? Why are the Heat at 12?
Nigga, it's all good, bro. Jimmy Butler was out for 10 games, bro.
He's out for 10 games.
Yes, bro. And he come back, dropped 37 and 8, bro. We cool, bro.
They can't just rely on Jimmy. They gotta do better.
No, but Ben was having 40-point games. They was winning games without Jimmy. It's just it's a big. Jimmy is a big piece. Like
Jimmy ties all that together, bro. Because Bam a superstar in his own right. Jimmy, he's like a defensive anchor, bro. He is the defensive anchor. So, and offense, he's the most aggressive player on the court most of the time, bro. He can open everything up for everybody else. Get Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson get his shots. Tyler Herro get his shots. Like he let the shooters pop off. The Heat, okay. I didn't know Jimmy was out that long, so they probably gonna work their way.
Yeah, they're gonna
work their way back up, but I don't think that they're about to do. I don't think that they about to do the Nets in. I don't think they about to do the Sixers or the Celtics.
I think they could beat the Sixers.
They find around for that middle part of the.
They ain't beating the Sixers if Embiid keep on playing the way he playing.
But they stopped Giannis last year, bro. It's not gonna be that. Come on. All they're gonna do is make Ben Simmons shoot. And
Giannis don't have too many other weapons other than Chris Middleton.
Okay, who does Joel have?
They have Seth Curry, Tobias Harris.
Bruh. So you mean to tell me that squad, that the best team in the East last year, they don't have? Come on, bro. That don't even make sense, bro.
Down to the wire this year, I don't really see the Heat doing too much against the Celtics, the Sixers, or the Nets. Those are pretty powerful teams now. The East ain't cheese no more.
It's like not, but the Bucks were better than all those teams last year.
But look at them in the playoffs.
You said what?
Look at them in the playoffs.
But
they didn't look like regular season Bucks in the playoffs.
All right, I don't even know what else to say, really.
Hey, bro,
I mean, I don't. Is Giannis is better than Joel, and then I feel like that if this Sixers team played that Bucks team last year, they wouldn't have won. Who did the Sixers lose to last year in the playoff?
The Sixers.
And Joel was dropping the 30 every game.
Was it the Celtics or the Heat?
Did they lose to the Celtics?
I think it was the Celtics.
They lost to the Celtics. Joel was dropping 30 every game.
But hey, not for real. When you looking that up, go to Western Conference because my junk is not able to click on Western Conference right now.
I wish the Timberwolves are doing a lot better than what they're doing right now. But I know it's a far dream.
Yeah, Cat's been out too, man. I feel so bad for Cat.
Yeah, he didn't had a rough year, man.
Prayers out to Karl Anthony Towns, man, and his whole family.
No cap.
But nobody talking about the Jazz being the 1 seed in the West, 15-4, bro.
Jazz got a squad, bro.
And a 11-game win streak.
Donovan Mitchell is a superstar. I don't know why people don't respect Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't think that people don't respect him. I think they play in Utah, bro. Nobody really cares about that market. The players are fine. Donovan Mitchell, fine. Nobody cares about the Utah market. The small market teams just don't get as much recognition or the amount of praise that they usually should be getting, especially at 15-4. They still kind of not being talked about as much.
They just had Giannis on the team, but I mean Donovan Mitchell is. I don't know, bro. Like I just don't know why he don't get the recognition.
Donovan Mitchell a killer.
No, it's Utah, bro.
But it's the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bucks are getting a lot of recognition.
But Giannis, he's the reigning MVP, so. It's Giannis. I can understand why the Bucks are getting that recognition. So it's Giannis.
I feel like before he was MVP, they was getting a lot of recognition.
Well, because they knew what Giannis was gonna be. Giannis was like destined to be a dog. We all knew that.
Donovan Mitchell will have a season where he is contending for MVP, bro. I can promise you.
I don't doubt it. Not at all.
Conference pulled up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. The Clippers at 2, They're ahead of the Lakers, but only by half a game. Then the Lakers been balling. They always going to be at the top towards there. The Nuggets are at 4. They're 11-8. Then the Grizzlies. Oh wow, the Grizzlies are at 5. They won their last 6 games, and that's without Jaren Jackson.
Much because people been getting COVID or something like that. COVID protocol.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. But they don't have Jaren Jackson, so to be at 5 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Suns are at 6. They're 10-8. Won their last 2. Then the Trailblazers at 7. They're 10-8. And the Warriors are at 8 at 11-9. Without
the Warriors gonna sneak into the playoffs, man. Mark my words, bro.
I don't think they're gonna sneak.
I doubt it.
They probably ain't gonna sneak. They're gonna be
they
like
probably gonna be 7 seed, 6 seed. They're probably gonna be 6, 7 seed, I think.
Probably
yeah.
6.
I see the Warriors like not replacing where the Grizzlies are at, but
they're gonna be in competition for that spot where the Grizzlies are.
And then it depends on what the Mavs do, because the Mavs like 8-12.
Yeah, the Mavs 8-12. What's going on? I'm waiting on the Mavs and the Pelicans to start clicking for real.
I think the loss of Seth Curry kind of hurt the Mavs to an extent with their shooting. I personally think that.
Yeah, that could be the case, but still.
Luka, I was looking at the games. Luka be getting off. Luka gets off every game. Like I don't think he's really. He's one of them players how we was talking about the other day that can score 2 points whenever they want to. Swick, bro. Like he's gonna be one of them players.
Yeah.
He just
with it and one all of that.
He just need if they can get Porzingis to stay healthy. And they get the rest of the team to click, they'll be all right. But they just can't click too late.
Yeah, like
they're gonna make a late run and then be tired for the playoffs type thing.
And even when Porzingis do be playing, he be having like 18 points in like 6 boards. I'm over here thinking they gonna have a European super team going on. What they got?
But I don't think they play him a lot of minutes, do they?
Let me see how many minutes he averaged this season, because that could definitely play a factor in it.
They gonna have a real Euro team in the NBA.
They already got one, to be honest.
Facts, because they got Marjanovic too.
Yeah, Boban.
What's the Spurs doing? I thought the Spurs was winning games.
Spurs 9 seed right now, right behind the Warriors, and then it's the Rockets, and then the Thunder.
The West is gonna be Easty too. Like the 5 and down is gonna be crazy.
Everybody in the West could make it. Everybody except the Timberwolves. Even the Kings, bro. I'm sorry, but the Kings might mess around, go to the 9-10.
They can make a run for it.
They'll probably make a push for 8th seed at the end of the season again. But that's they. But I feel like that's they.
Where are the Suns' position?
The Suns are 6th. They're in the playoffs.
They're 6th. Okay.
The Kings seem to do that a lot. Like they'll be like playing around 10th, 9th seed, and then at the end of the season, like they need to win the next 3 games, and this team needs to lose this game for them to make it type thing. Right. And then they always don't go.
Been improving too lately. Like lately, he been getting bucks. I don't think Marvin Bagley is a big man that people like expected. Like
he's good.
Yeah, he's good. Marvin Bagley is more of the scoring. He's just a scoring big man. They need to put him in more position to just score the ball. Because
I've been watching the games recently. That's what they've been doing. And to be honest, I know Buddy Hield is a knockdown shooter and all that, but they got to trade Buddy, get some value from him. Because who don't want a knockdown shooter right now? Start Tyrese Halliburton at the 2 guard right now. He's ready. Tyrese Halliburton is ready to start. Him and De'Aaron Fox in the front court, bro. In the back court, like, come on, bro.
Could Buddy still be good if he gets traded out?
Buddy will definitely be good because there's plays for Buddy Hield by himself where it's just he goes to the 3-point line, they kick it to him, and it's a shot. No matter what the defense is at the time, he just shoots it regardless. And I'll say half the time it goes in, bro.
But will it be for the Kings?
Get picked with?
It don't matter who is the Kings. You said what?
What pick did the Kings take Tyrese Halliburton?
12. He dropped.
Bro, the Knicks sold.
Yeah, that's a steal.
Yeah.
They shouldn't. They just trying to get box office. They should have got Tyrese Halliburton, bro, like for their franchise.
They
But
don't even play Obi Toppin, bro. Not like that.
Exactly. They don't even play him either, bro, because you got to think Julius Randle be getting triple doubles. He be going stupid. And then RJ Barrett, he's starting to come alive as a
Man, the Knicks needed a point guard. I don't know why they. Okay, Obi Toppin, it ain't a horrible pick, but everybody in New York know they need a point guard, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
They guards have been looking decent.
Yeah,
they quickly has been showing potential.
The bench, like I've been seeing 20 off the bench. He needs to be starting Emmanuel quickly, bro. Because I looked the day he had like 25 points in 23 minutes off the bench. I'm like, that's what you need if you're a Knicks fan.
What is Kevin Knox doing?
They need to trade.
Come on, bro. You know Kevin Knox ain't doing nothing.
I had faith in Kevin Knox. I liked his play style. I thought he was
had faith in Kevin Knox too, but bro, you can't keep on drafting forwards, bro. It's not going to work, bro. You can't. Like, I'm sick of the Knicks. Let's get off the Knicks, bro. I don't even want to talk about the Knicks no more.
Yeah, the Knicks
are disappointing.
15 rec squads, just straight big old forwards. Like,
hey, I mean, they winning games right now though, so I guess they shouldn't change nothing.
I guess so.
Yeah. Okay. They winning games, but they need a point guard, please.
Yeah.
So, is that the conclusion of our podcast? I believe it is.
Do we conclude?
I think we went over all of our time. We'll go through. So, yeah, for those who are watching, thank y'all for watching this BTF Sports podcast. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go back and look at our previous podcast, our first BTF Sports podcast, where we just talked about majority football in that one. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at btf.sports, as you see at the top. And subscribe to the channel, like, share, subscribe, all that type of stuff.
All that.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all. Yo. And yeah, y'all have a great day.